For many Indian families in Gujarat and Punjab, the dream of reaching America feels like the only hope left. They believe that even if the journey is risky, the reward of getting better future is kind of worth it. But this particular dream is now turning into a nightmare for many. On May 5, 2025, a tragic incident happened off course of San Diego, California. A small boat carrying migrants from different countries capsized in rough water. Among them was a family from Ahmedabad, the Patels. Brijesh Patel, his wife Jagruti Patel, and their two children, Prince and Mahi Patel, were on that particular boat. The children drowned. Brijesh Patel went into coma and Jagruti is still in the hospital. This heartbreaking story is one of many where Indian families, specifically Gujaratis, have lost their lives trying to enter the US. The Patel family was not poor, by the way, they had a small business. But after COVID-19 pandemic, like many others, they faced money problems. So they made a dangerous choice. On October 2024, Brijesh told his relatives that they were going to London. But in reality, they were going to Mexico to try to cross into the US illegally. They paid about 2.6 crore rupees in total to human traffickers, about 65 lakh rupees per person. These traffickers, also called agents, operated from towns like Kalol in Gujarat and promised safe entry to America. But they hide the dangers. The boat overturned near the Californian shore and the dream ended right there. You know what's the worst part? This is not the very first time that something like this has happened. On January 2022, another Patel family from Mehsana, Gujarat died while walking through the snow at the Canada-US border. Jagdish Patel, his wife Vaishali and their two children, aged 11 and 3, froze to death just 12 meters away from the American border in Minnesota. They were also from Gujarat and their story made headlines globally and led to arrest of two traffickers in Canada. Since then, at least 11 Indians have died trying to enter the US illegally, and most of them were from Gujarat. In 2023 alone, 9 Gujaratis disappeared on a dangerous route through the Caribbean Sea. Most of these families come from rural or semi-urban backgrounds. They are often promised good jobs, legal documents, and very easy travel. But let me tell you, the reality is full of dangers, cheating, and sometimes even death. A study by Johns Hopkins University showed how serious the problem really is. In 2020, only 1,000 Indians were caught while trying to cross the US border illegally. But by 2023, this number had jumped to 43,000. In 2024, the number was still high, 40,000, and just 6 years ago, these numbers were much smaller. Now they have increased by 40 times. These journeys are made possible by well-organized smuggling networks. These traffickers take huge amount of money, arrange fake documents, and move people through several countries, like Dubai, Turkey, Mexico, or even Brazil. In the case of San Diego boat tragedy, 5 Mexican nationals were arrested for smuggling people for money and for causing the death. Indian authorities are trying very hard to stop this. Police in Gujarat, Punjab, and other states also have arrested many traffickers. But getting them punished is too difficult. Victims are often too scared to speak out, and the traffickers keep changing their route and their methods. At the very same time, the US has become much stricter about illegal immigration. Under the policy started during Donald Trump's presidency, the border has more patrol, visa checks are tougher, and people caught without papers are sent back very quickly. Between February and March 2025, 636 Indians were deported from the US, and out of them, 341 were sent back on special planes arranged by the US government. The rest were deported on commercial flights. Some even came back through Panama. Right now, 295 Indians are in the US detention center waiting to be deported very soon, and about 18,000 more Indians have been marked by US authorities for removal. Still, this does not stop people from trying. In fact, experts say that the more the US tries to stop illegal immigration, the more dangerous and expensive the journey becomes. Traffickers take advantage of this fear and make families pay more for even riskier route. These tragedies raise serious questions. Why are Indian families still risking everything? The answer is simple. They feel hopeless about their future in India. Many believe that their children will get a better education, healthcare, and jobs in the US, but they don't always know the real dangers or legal problems that they will face.